You learn something new every day. Every learning moment is important to cherish because it is another step to finding the real you. I could talk about how I saved the world from the destruction of a meteorite, or I did yet another heroic gesture of saving a human's life, just to tell a story. But it's not real. I'm still young. I have a whole life ahead of me still. So until I live my lifelong ambition, I would like to settle with the small yet resourceful pieces of educational moments. Throughout my life, I have always been shy and very dependent on other people. It was not until I stepped out of my shell to realize that I needed to take a risk or forever live in the fear of the great unknown. Now, I know taking a risk is what everyone learns and hears, but you don't actually learn it until you do it. I was about 5 when I had to do my first dance recital ever. It was the first time I ever had to do something in front of people I did not know. I was nervous that I would forget the whole dance. I just wanted my mom near me to help me through the whole thing. I had to stop leaning on someone who I can count on to always be there and finally let go. It was not until I was 10 years old that I had to sing a solo. I had a fear of singing in front of people. With more practice of getting used to singing on stage, I was able to accomplish singing many solos. It took me a while to figure out that I had nothing to worry about. When I was in 8th grade, I had to leave my family to go on a trip to Washington, D.C. In order to have fun, I had to put my fears aside and take a risk to travel without my parents. Being on the other side of the country from my family was good practice for being independent. It gave me the courage to travel all the way to England without my parents during my junior year of high school. A valuable lesson of something so small led to me get the chance to show the world what I love to do. I want to start an organization that is resourceful to many people with big dreams who want to show it, but need a little push. People with the same passion can group together and slowly, step by step, we can accomplish things. Fun activities are always the best place to start, so whether we go bungee jumping or anything that gives a person an adrenaline rush, facing that fear will give a feeling of accomplishment. That feeling of adrenaline helps a person to become familiar with it if they repeat it. Once they are familiar with it, who knows what they can accomplish in the real world. My idea can change the minds of many people. People in class won't be too timid to raise their hands. In society today, one of our many problems is based on getting judged by one another. In this group, there will be no judgment. It's about embracing your inner weirdness and showing people what makes you so different and special. To be a global citizen means to be able to make a difference throughout the world of many lives. It would bring joy to my heart to be able to say that I changed the way a person sees the world and themselves. I would also be able to travel the world and get a glimpse of how other people live their lives. It's all about the experience and the story you get to tell others that makes you different. So being able to travel without my family once more would also be another example of taking a risk of an opportunity that I am willing to work for. Sometimes you just have to say yes and jump off that edge. Just do it. Show your true colors to the world. We become more brighter and colorful as one. I believe that more people taking a risk and saying yes can lead to a better and brighter future for everyone around the world.